Welcome to the Vegas Insider channel here on YouTube. As we take a look at the Monday night doubleheader in the NFL for Week 13, Washington at Pittsburgh, followed by Buffalo taking on San Francisco, and that game out in Arizona coming up on Monday. Kevin Rogers with you as let's take a look at these two matchups. First, we'll start with the early kick from Heinz Field between the Steelers and the football team, as this game moved after Pittsburgh and Baltimore played last Wednesday. So Pittsburgh, no travel, and they were not very good at all in their win over Baltimore last week. But now Pittsburgh can hit the reset button here. I'm going to lay the points with the Pittsburgh Steelers here. Now, Washington is coming off their first road win of the season. They dominated Dallas 41-16. They cashed outright as 2.5-point underdogs. And Washington playing with a little bit of momentum right now in that NFC East, which we know is a free-for-all right now with the final few games coming up. And Washington, a big win over Dallas last week, but they have not proven their worth so far on the road this season. And looking at the Pittsburgh Steelers, for as bad as they were against Baltimore, they still led 19-7 late. And the Ravens scored their last touchdown on a broken play down the field. The Steelers had some drops, which cost them big time. They had several possessions inside the 10-yard line, inside the Baltimore 10, and they could not score a touchdown. Pittsburgh played really well in that game against Baltimore, but just could not break away from the Ravens, who were decimated due to COVID issues. I think Pittsburgh gets it together this week against Washington, a team that's not going to go down the field with Alex Smith. They're going to dink and dunk all over the place. I'm going to lay the points with the Steelers here to remain undefeated. Now let's take a look at the second game out in Arizona between the Bills and the 49ers. As San Francisco kicked out of the Bay Area due to the COVID issues. They're actually not going to play any more games in Santa Clara. They actually have also a game at Arizona against the Cardinals coming up. But now the Niners, off last week's win over the Rams, they face the Bills and Buffalo back in Arizona for the first time in a few weeks since they got shocked at the end by the Cardinals on that Hail Mary from Kyler Murray to DeAndre Hopkins. But I'm going to go with the Buffalo Bills here. The money has swung towards the 49ers. Buffalo opened up as a favorite, and then it went to a pick'em. But I think this is a good spot to take Buffalo, and here's why. That the Bills have played well the last few weeks. The only loss came to Arizona in one that they had no business losing. And they're coming off this win over the Chargers last week. Buffalo has not been great in prime time this season. They scored 17 points in a loss to the Chiefs and 16 in a blowout defeat to the Titans. And then also was a Tuesday night game that got moved around. So Buffalo's offense trying to get back on track under the lights here. Luckily for them, it isn't a true road game. But for Buffalo, they have won 4 of their past 5 games. They're in control of the AFC East. They do have Pittsburgh on deck next week, but I do like the Bills here. I'm going to take them in a pick'em spot against San Francisco. I don't know how much more this offense can really generate with Nick Mullins as their quarterback, even though they're coming off this last-second victory over the Rams last week. So my selection for the second game of the doubleheader is the Buffalo Bills. So to recap my selections for Monday night, I'm going to lay the points with Pittsburgh against Washington and also take Buffalo against San Francisco. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel here at Vegas Insider. We have Tuesday night football this week. Ravens and Cowboys from Baltimore. Also, we'll have plenty of Week 14 content as well on our YouTube channel at Vegas Insider. I am Kevin Rogers. Thanks a lot for watching, and best of luck with your bets.